Good morning. I haven't posted much lately because well, I'm in the second year and a lot of what I'm doing is the same as what I did last year. But I've come up today primarily to rake the grass up, which I cut a couple of days ago, and I've done that. And I think, well, I think it's a good time to show you around because a lot of things are growing now, and yeah, I'll show you. This is the little patch of mustard seed that I planted, basically to clear the ground. In the future that will be my gooseberry patch. The loganberries, as you can see, are growing strongly, and the raspberries also, and lots of little fruit buds on them, so I should get a good helping of fruit. The rhubarb is past its prime now, and I've stopped picking it, but it was good while it lasted. And I've started picking some artichokes. I'll show you one. Look at that. Here I've planted out the kale and the broccoli for next year, and I've netted it to keep the pigeons off it because they do like a bit of fresh broccoli. Here is my garlic, which I've started to pick, and also some of these plants are beginning to flower, so you must stop them before they flower, otherwise all the goodness goes into the flower and into the seeds. Here are some spring onions. They should grow on to be larger onions in their time. The potatoes, as you can see, are doing quite well. Oh, I've got a little patch of peas over here. Look at that. Looks promising. Mange tout they will be. The vine is bursting into life. It's growing. It's bigger every time I look at it. And the rose bush is looking good too. I have some beautiful blooms on it. Here we have some green beans. They're round ones, and I've put some seeds in the ground over there. They're hunter beans, which are a sort of flat white bean, but they're also French green beans ultimately. And here I have strawberries, actual strawberries that covered in fruit. The failure of last year is forgotten, and this is my nursery here. I've got some squash and courgettes growing, ready to be planted out, and sweet corn, which is almost ready to go out as well. I've got about 20 plants, I think. And somebody gave me a couple of tomatoes, which I potted up. I live in hope because quite often they don't make much in the way of fruit. They get blight that sets in, but it depends on the weather. The apple trees and pear trees, as you can see, are fully in growth. There are some little apples here and some little pears there, which brings me to the main reason I've come today. Now, this apple tree is basically too vigorous for where it is. It's overshadowing everything around it, or it did last year. So what I've done this year is I've given it a very hard prune and taken it back to almost to a stump. And what I'm going to do today is cut a little strip of bark, ring bark it, to reduce the amount of growth that it can put on, reduce the amount of sap that it can send up from the roots, and that should dwarf it Anyway, if it doesn't, it's got to go. So I'm going to give it a chance. Well, that's it done. That cut there goes halfway around, and the cut below it, 4 inches below it, goes the other halfway around. And it wasn't easy, but I found the best tool to do it was a sharp chisel. So anyway, that's done now, and let's hope, because it's a beautiful tree, but it's just too damn big. That'll do for now. So I'm off. No need to water. The rain has done it for me. So I'll see you soon.